Unlock the secrets of property ownership in Rankin County with just a few clicks, completely free. Welcome to this explainer. It's actually incredibly easy to access this data once you know exactly where to look. Rankin County is one of the absolute fastest growing counties in all of Mississippi. We're talking about an area covering over 775 square miles and holding more than 82,000 distinct land parcels. So whether you're eyeing a brand new home, maybe tracking down some old family history, or honestly just curious about that empty lot down the street, this county's public record system is fully accessible online.
And that quote right there is exactly our mission for today. I am going to act as your personal guide through what might, at first glance, seem like a really complex, decentralized government web. But don't worry, we are going to transform those multiple county agency databases into a straightforward, empowering, and completely free research tool, just for you.
Okay, let's take a quick look at our roadmap for today. We'll be covering the power of property records, navigating the search platforms, expert search tips, real-life search scenarios, troubleshooting common issues, and finally, privacy and legal boundaries. Let's dive right in. Section 1. The power of property records and understanding the foundation. So why does Rankin County even bother going through the trouble of maintaining all this massive amount of data? Well, it all boils down to statutory compliance, real estate valuation, and land title transparency. At their core, property records are official documents. Think things like warranty deeds, tax liens, and mortgages that firmly establish legal land titles, geographic boundaries, and those ad valorem tax valuations. The whole recording process actually starts with the chancery clerk. They permanently preserve the legal instruments showing exactly who owns what. And then, once it's recorded, that data flows directly over to the tax assessor to update the annual land rolls. It's literally a giant, beautifully coordinated flow of information.
Moving right along to Section 2, navigating these search platforms. Here is your step-by-step guide. So, how do we actually tap into this flow of information? The trick is to turn a multi-agency infrastructure into a super simple linear workflow. Because the data is spread out across a few different offices, you're going to want to follow this exact three-step protocol. First up, find the parcel spatially on the CMPD GIS map viewer. Second, look up its financial value via Delta Computer Systems. And third, verify the legal deed with the chancery clerk. It's 1, 2, 3.
Let's look a little closer at Step 1. The Central Mississippi Planning and Development District, or CMPDD for short, hosts this incredibly powerful ArcGIS map viewer. This is your spatial starting point, right? It reveals precise geographic features, tax parcels, zoning layers, and even topographical boundaries. The County Mapping Division actually uses real GPS technology to record new street coordinates right here on this map. You can literally zoom in to see the exact shape of a lot and check overlapping datasets to figure out how it's zoned for future development.
Step 2 is where we, follow the money. The Property Link search engine by Delta Computer Systems is where you go to check out tax assessments, payment histories, and any financial liabilities attached to a piece of land. You can search by an owner's name, their address, or the PPIN, which is the parcel identification number you just found over on the GIS map. This database is going to return property cards showing you current and historical valuation trends. And since it's tied to the Paystar system, you can even see active tax liabilities and things like solid waste garbage fees.
And finally, Step 3, the Chancery Clerk's online land records database. This houses the actual legal instruments, the warranty deeds, quitclaim deeds, plats, and mortgages. The Chancery Clerk is the official custodian of property ownership in Rankin County. So this database, it is the ultimate authority for establishing a public chain of title. It's exactly where you go to verify true legal ownership beyond the shadow of a doubt.
All right, Section 3, expert search tips. Let's get you searching like a pro. Now that you understand the basic workflow, it's time to elevate those skills to an intermediate level. These are the exact actionable tips used by real estate professionals and title examiners every single day. First off, when you're querying parcel numbers online, use the hyphenated format, like H12D-1-1. Second, always query exact names in the last-first format. Third, when you're on that GIS map, don't forget to toggle the layers on the side menu to view absolutely crucial details like FEMA flood zones or the new 2025 zoning boundaries. And lastly, if you're doing a large-scale analysis, you can actually download flat file zip databases of the entire county land rolls straight from the Document Center. It's a massive time saver. Section 4, real-life search scenarios. Let's talk about why this actually matters to you.
So, we've got the maps and the professional search hacks, but how does all this apply in the real world? Well, let's look at two very common scenarios. On one hand, imagine a real estate buyer. With Rankin County's median home value sitting around $171,000, a smart buyer uses these portals for critical pre-purchase vetting.
They're checking for outstanding liens, verifying physical boundaries on the GIS map, and reviewing historical valuations. On the other hand, we have a genealogist. They aren't looking to buy anything, they are looking to remember. They use the Chancery Clerk's Index to trace historical ownership backwards through time, uncovering fascinating family inheritance lines and piecing together their ancestors' legacy. It's pretty amazing.
Section 5. Troubleshooting common issues, or overcoming roadblocks.
Look, as amazing as these free government databases are, they are definitely not flawless. But if you hit a roadblock, there's almost always a solution. First, if you experience data lag, because online info can occasionally lag behind real-time activity at the courthouse, the solution is simple. Pick up the phone and verify the status directly with the tax collector's brand in office. Second, for website errors, the county actually explicitly recommends just trying a different web browser. Classic fix, right? Finally, if you need more context on delinquent taxes, you can cross-reference the owner's name using the Chancery Clerk-specific unredeemed delinquent tax rolls.
Section 6. Privacy and legal boundaries. Basically, playing by the rules. As we start to wrap this up, we do need to set a firm boundary on how to use this public information responsibly. While Rankin County provides really robust access to these records, the county clerks are administrators, guys, not legal counsel. They literally cannot offer legal advice or interpret the meaning of a deed for you. So, if you are entering into formal real estate proceedings, facing a messy boundary dispute, or dealing with strict compliance issues, you must absolutely consult a certified real estate attorney or a licensed professional. Use these free tools to do your research, for sure, but rely on the pros when it comes to the law.
We have covered the geographic maps, the tax assessments, the legal deeds, and the expert hacks you need to navigate Rankin County's system entirely for free. You now have the exact workflow used by professional title examiners right at your fingertips. Which leaves me with one final exciting question for you to think about. What history is hiding in your own backyard? I really encourage you to open up that GIS map today, type in your own address, and just start exploring. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and happy searching.